Good afternoon. Welcome to another segment of EaseE Eatz. That's E-A-T-Z. I'm Chef Jamie, and we're going to do something very healthy and off the beaten path today. We're going to take sea scallops jumbo, and I've dusted them in shawarma seasoning, and we're going to sear them. It's very important to sear in a cast iron skillet. Okay, I have a cast iron skillet. It's getting smoking hot. I hope you've been liking the other segments. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. That would be freaking awesome. But for today, we're going to do the shawarma seared sea scallops with a roasted fennel aquafaba. We made the aquafaba the last segment, and of course you have some left over because it was a lot. So we're going to take anise, okay, and I'm going to show you how to cut anise. It's another word for fennel. The fresh fennel is called anise. We have roasted cherry tomatoes and roasted Bing cherries, and that's going to go on the salad, spinach salad, with Chiffonade of red leaf lettuce, the scallops, and I'm going to save some of this for garnish. We're going to garnish with the tomatoes and the Bing cherries. This is for two. The recipe is for two. So first I'm going to show you the anise. It's a whole bulb. I cut it in half. It has almost dill-like leaves on it. I cut those off. I'm going to take the core out. Okay, if you smell this, it smells like licorice. But first, I have to start the timer. Can't do it without the timer. I had to add 35 minutes onto the timer at the end because of the prep for the roasted vegetables. But I want to show you a Bing cherry. And the reason why I'm using these is because they're in season, and you don't get to play with them only when they're in season. So move this plate after I start the timer. 0, go. There we go. See how long this takes. Plus 35, whatever that comes out to. So the Bing cherry I cut in half. It has a pith in it, or a pit. I'm going to pop the pit. Be careful. And then you're left with two halves. Of course, you toss these all with EVOO and salt and pepper. Just that simple. So here's your Bing cherry halves. Trash can. I can feel my cast iron getting very hot. So I'm going to dice this up. It's rather a dense vegetable. And then I'm going to dice it. You like it thick, you can do that too. I prefer to keep it small because it roasts quicker. 450 degrees for 25 minutes in a conventional oven. It would be 400 for 10 minutes in a oven blast convection oven. If you have a convection oven, just keep an eye on it. So that's the anise. That's the cherry. And then I'm going to show you how to do cherry tomatoes. This is a quick lesson on, I got to make a bunch of cherry tomatoes halves. I did it on a platter, a serving platter at work when I was the catering chef, and I would run a knife through it. But we can do it on this. You just get a flat surface, hold it in there, and run the knife through. And you know what? How much time that saves you? It's freaking awesome. So here we have it. Tomato halves. Is that not a time saver? Perfect. So when you're in a hurry or you want to impress your friends, there you go. Cut your tomato halves real quick on a plate. So now here we are. We have the, after I roasted it, I cooled it down. These will be for garnishing. So I'm going to take the Aquafaba, 1 cup. And I'm going to take, this is 3 cups of fennel, but I'm only going to put 2 cups in, 2.5 cups. I just want to save some for garnish. And I'm going to give it an extra boost with a teaspoon of fennel because it'll give it a kick. Just brings it up a little bit. Now I'm going to turn this on. You won't be able to hear me speak, but I'm just going to blend this up till smooth. Then I'm going to put it in a pastry bag, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So I'll be right back. You want to blend this pretty smooth because this is your dressing. Okay, I'm going to set this on the side. I'm going to take this pastry bag. You can put it in a squirt bottle, but I just realized that my funnel is missing, so I had to improvise. I'm going to take this out and put it in my pastry bag. Nice use of a pastry bag. And you know what? I just make this stuff up. And I pass it by somebody that knows food, and they say go for it. I mean, because, you know, sometimes you come up with an idea and they say, are you crazy? Like, I don't know, I'm just trying new stuff. But it's very healthy. You got your Aquafaba, which is vegan. I guess this wouldn't be vegan with the scallops, but it is pescatarian. So we're going to cut the tip off, and this is going to become our dressing. So easy peasy on that. So here we go. I'll get rid of this because we don't need it. I'm going to turn this up a little higher. Now you do not want to put any oil in here because you're searing. But I'm going to spray these just ever so lightly so they don't, you know, you never know who had the pan before you. And we're going to do 3 pour order. And I can hear it sizzling already. So this is proper searing. And these sea scallops are just freaking awesome. I'm going to put the ones that aren't so happy in there anyway. You do not want to move them or crowd the pan. So I'm going to leave this one off. You do not want to crowd the pan. And while that's cooking, I can peek at one. Make sure we're not, nope, that's searing. Make sure the flame's perfect. I'm going to set up the plate. So I'm going to take a handful of baby spinach. Everything can be done while you're waiting for this. I mean, you're working while you're doing something else, which is efficiency. This is like maybe 3/4 of an ounce, believe it or not, of spinach. I have all my garnishes here. I'm going to tuck those in there. I'm going to take my red leaf lettuce. I'm going to take the top and I'm just going to chiffonade it, which means just fine slivers. And that's going to rest on that. That'll make the scallops pop. Got to watch your fingers, obviously. So we have enough there. Check the scallops. They're getting there. Not quite. Now why, in fact I'll set up both plates because I can. I have the time, waiting for the scallops to cook. Oh, summertime's great. Bing cherries are only in season for a little while, so you might as well play with them while you have them. Of course you can buy the frozen ones, I believe. So I'm going to set that on there. Little nest there. Little nest of red leaf lettuce. And I can go ahead and garnish with these while I'm waiting on the scallops because they're going to take some time. So here's your cherry tomatoes, or roasted grape tomatoes actually. You can use any tomato, or you can leave them off if you don't like tomatoes. It's your dish. Oops, got rid of them all. There's 2 plates here. This is 1 cup roasted, and obviously they shrink when you roast them. So that's our tomatoes. We're going to do the Bing cherries same way. I can tell this is coming out already. Let me check these scallops. They should be freaking awesome. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby. Now the whole idea behind this is not to overcook the scallops, which America tends to do a lot. You want them just done. Just done. That's perfectly seared. That's perfectly seared. Nice caramelization with the seasoning. I'm going to finish garnishing. This is very healthy. There's nothing that's not healthy here at all. I'm starting to really like this. I can't wait to try it, actually. Set that over there. Clean up a little bit. You can use this as a garnish if you want. I prefer mine roasted. You don't have to roast them. A little trash can on the table. So you see how we're utilizing the Aquafaba for another recipe. There is no rules as long as it tastes good. Just remember that. I want to show you something too. When I have a cutting board, I have a wet towel underneath. That is a very important thing so it doesn't shift around, because nothing like a cutting board slipping on you. Now I'm just going to give these a touch. Oh baby, they're done. Okay, I like mine like medium to medium well, believe it or not. So I'm going to take my dressing and I'm going to cut the tip off so I can squirt it on my salad. I'm going to take three of these each. I'm going to find it nestled on the little nest that we made on top. Huh. Telling you, it's freaking awesome. And freaking easy. Because we'll triple easy. We'll EaseE Eatz. This one came out nicer seared. I'll put that in front so you can see it. It's still smoking. It's all coming together right here. I always like to try this somewhere so I know how it works. We're going to just do a zigzag with this. And a zigzag with this. We're going to garnish it with some fennel, anise roasted, and we can just take one of these for a garnish. Pop it right on top. Is that nice or what? See what kind of time we got? I'm going to clean this plate up. Now, wouldn't that be a nice thing to make for your friend to come over in this COVID land that we're in? Say, look what I made for you tonight. $1 million plate for probably 12 bucks. The scallops were the most expensive, and all the other things are vegetables, and they're all in season. Let's see what we got on time. 12 minutes. Okay. Plus 35. So this is a long one. But that just has a lot to do with the prep and in the oven. So it took 12 minutes to put it together after all the mise en place was done. So that's not too bad. The longest time was roasting the vegetables and then cooling them. But I didn't count the cooling of them. So let me know what you think. Another segment of EaseE Eatz. I hope you liked it. Please like us on Facebook or YouTube and subscribe. So until another exciting one next week, this is Chef Jamie saying, be well, eat well, honestly. Thank you.